trying to ride the wave. I'm trying to catch me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Gets past one man. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
What's that? Keep it rolling, man. Keep it rolling. They can't stop us. Keep rolling.
Again, it's Henderson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. 30. What's the back? Kill. You there. Five.
To the air, May. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, it's Henderson. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Patriots at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. May going to give it to Henderson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Buffalo defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They'll throw with May. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look at...
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On play action, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Crazy. Hey, Bo. Hey, 5. Keep it rolling. Hey, back here.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he caught up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flat.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Crazy.
From the gun, it's May. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll try the left side with Henderson. Oh, twisting away. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Henderson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. May. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, what's up?
Out to the left here to Reed. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Straight ahead, Henderson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, what's up?
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. TreVeyon Henderson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982. And that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable because so many of them were 982 and counting.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Now he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From midfield, here's Allen.
He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Allen. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
8-yard pickup. And the Bills first down.
Allen off the play fake. He finds his man, complete. It's Roman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Cook up the gut. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Cook going to be hit and net at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Cook.
At the 3-yard line.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, here we go, son. Hey, torpedo. Crazy, crazy.
To throw, it's May. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
44-yard line.
On the counter, it's Henderson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Hey, what's up? Hey, let's punch it in. Great job, we're good. Hey, 5. Crazy. Crazy. Hey, 5. Crazy.
Here's May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 20.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Throwing here is May. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up.
Yep, 45. Here we go. You there. Hey, can't. Crazy. Hey, 5.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Taken at about the 16. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
319!
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll try the middle with Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here is 3rd down and 4. On play action, Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Allen in the offense staying put. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
On first
down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Torpedo! Crazy!
He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
A give for Henderson running to the right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
At the 34-yard line.
Allen going to throw.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Allen now looks to throw.
That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Allen to throw once more. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Allen going to change this at the line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Roman. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards.
And the Bills are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Patriots 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
That
strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
What's that? Hey, what's that? Right here.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, what's that? Good. Five.
From the shotgun, May with it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
Well, they picked up 5, needed 4. So to me, you know what that translates back to? Situational football and how they've been teaching it probably since OTAs and minicamps. Going over situations, know what you need, and find a way to get it.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air, May. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2.
Hey, here goes. You're on the ball.
Line up for a two-point conversion.
Crazy. Hey, five. Crazy.
May going to try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Roman. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Bills have taken a 4th quarter lead. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They'll throw with May. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a 1st down and 1 less down to try and get it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. May. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here goes throw.
Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Crazy. Crazy.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards, as they hope to move it a little closer. Now back to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, what's that?
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, what's that?
They'll try and throw for it with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And past the 30. The 30's out of bounds.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bird. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here's Allen.
He finds his man, complete. That's Roman.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's first down. Allen going to audible to a different look.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Here's Richardson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here's 2nd down.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
It's a gain of
Allen.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. To throw is Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Allen going to run with it.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Five.
He'll look to throw. May looking to run. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable.